This show contains spoilers and adult language. Listener discretion is advised.
Movies with Ron, movies with Ron.
Hell yeah, motherfucker.
Movies with Ron.
During the production of Stand By Me, y'all know that movie?
Oh, yeah.
Jerry O'Connell, if you didn't know, he played Vern. He went to a fair and bought marijuana cookies without realizing it.
As a kid?
Oh, yeah. He was found crying in a park, and they had to shut down production for 2 days because he was stoned for a while.
Wow.
Yeah. When River Phoenix heard about it, he was like, lightweight. Welcome to episode 112 of Movies with Ron, the podcast where my older brother recaps a movie he saw from beginning to end for me and you, because we like his versions better. It's okay if you've seen the movie. It's okay if you haven't seen it. The experience is unique. So let's get it on. I'm Chris, your MC for the time being. Here with me this morning, Nurse Candy.
Hey, everybody.
Ron's biggest fan, Jimmy.
Hey, guys.
And here he is, folks.
He's the ball cracker, death on foot. You know him, you love him. He's Ron.
Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hey, guys.
Hey,
how's it
Ron.
going?
Hey.
Jimmy,
Hey, Ron.
Whoa.
what the hell are you doing here?
I'm doing the best I can. That's what I'm doing.
Man, I cannot believe we've got some fresh blood here on Movies with Ron.
I know, right?
It's amazing.
He never leaves me alone.
No. I was just going to say, you smell different when you're awake.
That I do.
Yeah, but no, it's been an honor to be here. Big fan. I've pretty much seen every single episode. Some 2 or 3 times.
I don't think anybody's ever seen them.
Are you sure about that?
Podcast.
Yeah,
Are you nervous, Jimmy?
Are you nervous in the service here?
a little bit, but I'm sure I might get used to it. I'm sure I might.
Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm 23. I'm a Taurus. I like short walks to the fridge. Yeah, and I love me some movies.
Why do you love movies, Jimmy?
Well, growing up with parents separated, I connected with my mom a lot with movies. We stayed home, watched them all the time. She used to work at a Blockbuster, so I got free rentals almost all the time.
No shit.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, it
It's
was
like
great.
a fantasy.
And, oh, man, we watched so many movies. Pretty much where we lived is on the couch with popcorn in our laps.
Oh.
And then what happened?
And she died.
Oh.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
How long ago did she die?
2 years ago, last week.
Oh. I am so sorry, Jimmy. That's terrible.
Yeah, it's
Kind of killed the mood in here.
Yeah, way to break him in, Ron.
the mood's pretty dead like my mom.
Hey, I went to visit our mom.
Yeah.
Lucky.
I got a key. I walked right in. She turns around and she's like, "Oh, you scared the hell out of me." And she passes me by, and it's like a thought to herself, and she's like, "Nah, I ain't got no hell in me."
You guys definitely have a different history than I do of movies. Me growing up, being born in 95, I pretty much...
You're pretty much worthless.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we're going to learn you good.
Oh, man.
My first theater experience was The Phantom Menace.
Where did he touch you, Jimmy? My God. Your mother died, and you got molested in a movie theater? Seeing the movie that ruined Star Wars?
I didn't get to see much of the movie.
Well, Jimmy, it's been interesting.
Well, I, for one, am excited to have you here. It's like You haven't seen any of the great old movies? It's like a brand new little brother whose life I can ruin. Great.
All right, guys, what are we going to ruin him with this week?
1990's Spontaneous Combustion.
Oh, my gosh.
Directed by Tobe Hooper.
It's Tobe Hooper.
Tobe Hooper. And no one's ever seen it.
Yeah. Maybe his parents were philosophers, and it's...
To be Hooper. Or not to be Hooper.
Spontaneous Combustion was not well received when it came out. Came out in 1990. Kind of looks like it came out about 7 years before that.
Right.
It really looks like an 80s movie. But there's one thing everyone loves and can agree on. Hands down, Brad Dourif is amazing.
He is, man.
In
is
anything
so great.
he does.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why we don't see more of him. He should be in the next Spielberg movie.
Yeah.
He really brings his all to every character.
Man, you remember him in Dune?
Yes. Yeah.
Jimmy, you know what iconic horror character he plays?
I do not.
Oh, my God.
No,
He does the voice of Chucky in all of the Child's Play and Chucky movies.
oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah.
When you watch this movie, the entire time, anytime he talks, you're like, oh, man, that's Chucky. And nobody screams out in pain like Chucky.
That's true.
You stupid bitch! You fucking slut!
Chucky who?
Oh, God. We got a lot of work to do, guys. Tobe Hooper.
This was the beginning of the downward spiral of his later years, his career.
I didn't think he ever reached a height.
Are you
Did
kidding?
Did he make Poltergeist?
He made Poltergeist.
Okay. First, he made Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, but...
Okay.
No. That put him on the map, though.
Well, sure.
That was his highest point because he made a bunch of movies. His second movie was called Eaten Alive in 1976.
That Triple X one?
About a man-eating alligator. Like that one, I actually want to see. Looks good.
All right, it's on the list.
He even kept making movies up to 2009. One called Destiny Express. So, like, I admire him because he was a working director, but Poltergeist, that was when Tobe Hooper was a drug addict,
Wow.
and he had, like, real problems. And Steven Spielberg is, like, labeled as just a producer,
Right.
but Steven Spielberg directed Poltergeist.
Did he really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that's why we love it. Honestly. Tobe
Yeah,
Hooper,
you're probably right. Fuck you, Tobe Hooper.
he's just a really weird director. I just think he latched onto a lot of really interesting ideas. And Spontaneous Combustion is one of them.
It is. I am in love with the idea that there is a movie out there called Spontaneous Combustion. It's not called like The Fires of Vengeance or anything like that. Spontaneous Combustion. That's it.
So people get set on fire in this movie, obviously.
Yeah.
SHP.
Spontaneous human.
Penis.
My girlfriend watched it with me. She had an astute observation. No one stops, drops, and rolls in this movie.
Nope. No, they don't. I don't believe it.
The stop, drop, and roll thing?
The fact that you have a girlfriend.
I think it's about time to come clean with us.
Shut up. Get off my lawn, kid. She's my girlfriend when she's fully inflated.
And the Japanese are making sex robots?
Yeah?
Man, these
About
miracle modern times. You know, come on. Jimmy, what are you going to name yours?
Penelope.
Why?
Because I feel like it would be fun to say.
Because she's where I make my pit stops. No?
No? Okay.
Wacky races? Come on, guys. Hanna-Barbera? Penelope Pit Stop? Never mind.
Nice. Okay, no, hey, you got me there, buddy.
All right, guys. Inflate your girlfriends, because it's Spontaneous Combustion on Movies with Ron.
It's showtime. Get the people out! Come on! Get the
need me some run time.
I like you, Jimmy. I wish I had 10 more like you.
How about this opening title sequence? Fireballs galore.
I love it. So many fireballs.
Yeah. It's kind of like, remember the opening credits to Star Trek Next Generation?
No.
I do.
Yeah, where the ship just like zooms off into a bunch of different angles.
Yeah.
Except this time it's like flaming fireballs.
Yeah.
Tobe Hooper. Spontaneous combustion. And we open on a red light bulb. The red light district of the Nevada Desert Hydrogen Bomb Testing Site.
Yes.
1955. Hookers everywhere.
Limping. Smoking. Like, hey, mister, you want a party? How old are you? Never mind.
Old enough.
Shut the fuck up, Jimmy. I'm just kidding. I love you.
All right, we got Brian and Peggy.
Brian and Peggy down in a bomb shelter as a song comes out of their record player. And any of you fucking video game nerds out there, you're going to recognize this shit. The song goes, I don't want to set the world on fire. It's from Fallout.
Yeah.
Love that shit, right? It's the last video game I ever played or cared about.
This is a young, innocent American couple.
That's
in
right.
love. Yeah.
Over the radio, they're like, hey, Brian and Peggy, it's your song again, you know, because it's about fire. And these two, they're strapping in to seatbelts in the bomb shelter.
Yeah. You've got like a room of generals.
Yeah, one of which is Dale Dye.
Dale Dye.
Love that guy. Another one of the generals is Dick Butkus. Dick Butt-Kiss.
I was like, did you choose this movie just so you could make Dick Butkus jokes for 2 hours?
They're on to me. You guys all hooked up to the accelerator? All right, it's time for your injections. So they got to vaccinate themselves. This is where the kind of the sci-fi begins. Mm-hmm. You know, who the hell vaccinates themselves against radiation? Turns out that's what they're a part of. Some big experiment that's trying to immunize humans against radiation. Peggy, sweet little Peggy, she looks at Brian, she's like, I don't want to do this. And he's like, it's cool, babe. I did it for us, you know. I love you. Countdown to 0, and then atomic bomb goes off in the desert, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Oh.
That explosion looked like a pomegranate to me.
Yeah, like a swollen knob.
Before it goes off, we get a good look at the bomb. Written across the side is Samson.
Yeah.
And we smash cut to an old-fashioned newsreel.
My fellow Americans, a new tool has been given mankind. Project Samson, the new super shelter. Modern technology has made sure it's got it all. Special air filtration, food and survival supplies for 7 days. And boy, can this baby take it. Reinforced steel, 6 inches of corrugated lead, 3 feet of concrete, and it's 20 feet underground. It comes with foldable beds. And for those lonely nights, our new marital aid doll, Fallout Franny. As you can see here, she comes with eyes that look really afraid. And with our new surface bruising technology, you know, when you hit her, it hurts.
God.
In the Samson bunker, you and Franny can take a hit from a 10 megaton bomb and laugh it off. Well, Franny won't be laughing, but you will. With our new anti-radiation vaccine, strong enough to protect our heroes, Brian and Peggy Bell. Here they are now.
They show Brian and Peggy. And Peggy's like holding up the doll, looking all pissed.
What the hell is this?
Brian's just waving at the camera, still looking happy. America's first nuclear family.
That's right, leading the way.
And then we see this celebratory banquet.
Back to you, Ron.
All right, it's a banquet. Everyone's having like deviled eggs and shit.
Back when they used to put Green olives on top of them.
Oh.
Someone's testing Brian and Peggy. Like, mercury levels are normal. The vaccine worked.
It's the mom from A Christmas Story and Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah.
She's so great.
Do you know what those are, Jimmy?
No.
All right, stop talking.
At the banquet, there's this guy hidden in the shadows. And he's like smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, he's the smoking man from the X-Files.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's like talking to himself.
I thought he was Claw from Inspector Gadget.
What's that? No, indeed, he could be Claw. Did Claw smoke?
I think he did. I think he had a cigar and that annoying-ass cat.
Yeah, he had a cigar.
Gadget. Fuck me.
You guys remember the opening credits to that? Gadget turns the chair around, and it's like a decoy claw.
Yeah.
Like an arm on a spring. I thought that was the bad guy through the whole show. I was like, he's just an arm.
He turned it around, and it was a fake arm attached to a bomb.
Yeah, there you go.
He was a bomb the whole time?
All right, back to the banquet. This smoking guy in the shadows, he's like talking to himself. We're going to be rich with those videos we took of them fucking.
Yeah.
That was the whole plan all along.
Making pornos.
Yeah. A toast to Brian and Peggy. And they get introduced to Louis Olander, the chief of atomic...
Who is the smoking man in the shadows?
Oh, was it?
Oh, man, Chris. Did anybody watch the movie?
It was Mr. Olander.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, congratulations, we did it. The project was a success. We totally didn't film you fucking...
Laugh. Then it cuts to a meeting of the generals later, like behind closed doors. And Dale Dye is just like, oh my fucking God, how did she get pregnant?
And then this general in the corner was like, you didn't watch the videos?
That was Dick Buttkiss.
Yeah.
Over to you, Jimmy.
We go to the labor ward.
Who is the mom from A Christmas Story? Is she one of their mothers? Like, who is she? Is she a scientist?
She's a scientist. She is Dr. Nina Müller. But she was also friends with them beforehand. Maybe because of? I don't know. Mm-hmm. German. They making pornos. There might be poop. It could be coming later. Happy day. It's a boy.
That's right, a beautiful boy. Peggy's in the bed.
Yeah. Where she belongs. Barefoot.
Brian has a gift for his son.
Yes, his son David. They named him David, okay?
Uh-huh.
It's David's first present. Open it. Open it. And she's like, it's pretty big. She opens it up, and it's David's brand new, his very own Fallout Franny doll. And she's like, oh, okay.
Brian's like, isn't it amazing what they're doing with plastic?
Yeah. These new sex dolls. Look, it bruises. The card reads like, to my son on the day of his birth, avoid the clap. How sweet. Oh, Brian, I love you. The doctors and the nurses, they're like checking over the baby with a Geiger counter. It's like,
Yeah.
safe. This baby is safe.
He has a weird circle on his dick.
Oh, it's on his dick.
In the version I watched. I watched
Okay,
Spontaneous
whoa.
Combustion.
Save that. All these generals are watching them check this baby.
Yeah. High temperature.
Yeah, he's got about a fever of about 100 degrees. What, was that something to worry about, doctor? Nah, some people just got that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell is that, doctor? Oh, it's a birthmark. Right on the head of the penis. Perfect black circle.
Yeah.
Dick Butkus is like, looks like a tattoo. No? All right, I got one.
All right, so they
Is that a wart?
All right, so they bring the baby back to Peggy,
Yeah, Dr. Nina does. Oh, let's go see mommy.
and they take Peggy's temperature. And it's like an old-fashioned glass thermometer.
Yeah, it's almost like it's the 50s or something.
It fucking breaks in her mouth.
She bites it.
Fucking weird,
I
man.
know.
And they're all like, holy shit, don't swallow. This time, don't swallow.
Wait, why is that a problem?
Because of the mercury inside of the thermometer.
Poisonous.
Oh, okay.
And the glass.
Mercury. Liquid metal. Rinse your mouth out. And she's like, I'm okay. And then Brian's like, oh God, I got some on me. Did you notice that? You ruined my suit, babe.
Candy, what happens to Brian and Peggy now?
They take the baby away crying. Dr. Nina's holding the baby. And then, out of nowhere, Brian and Peggy burst into flames.
Fucking agony,
Oh,
man.
yeah. Whoa, baby. Like, oh, my hands are on fire, honey. What's going on?
It really is. It's like, it's spontaneous combustion.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
like,
man.
Not just flames. It's like parts of themselves open up and like blow torches fire
Yeah,
out.
it's like phosphorus burning inside of them.
Yeah.
Okay, the baby was crying. Did the baby set his parents on fire?
You bring up a good point, Nurse Candy. I don't know.
So the generals are meeting with the doctors and Nina, and one of them says, "What caused this, and can it be repeated?"
Yeah. Can we do this again? Can we do it again sometime? It's weird. All moisture is gone. Even the marrow from the bones. It would take like 6,000 degrees to do this shit. And have you seen that fuck doll? It's the cleanest kill I've ever seen. Good thing we brought this brand new other German scientist in. He seems to know what's happening. Were there any sex dolls in the area? This would affect it.
His name's Dr. Vandermeer. He's got an eye patch.
But he just likes to wear it. He has two eyes.
He's like, the fire from heaven was certainly here today.
Yes. They burned from the inside out with fury. And all sex dolls in the area, they melt. But the clothing and the bedsheets, they are fine. The human body is the most complex electrically sparked combustion engine we know of. It is difficult to comprehend spontaneous combustion. SHC is a natural phenomenon, but the odds of it striking someone are millions to one. I believe your vaccines and the radiation from the blast reduced these odds to 1 to 1. And he walks over to these two bodies, like laying on this bed, and they're just burnt, fucking charred black shit, wearing clothes. And he goes, SHC. And then he like pulls his pen out of his pocket and digs Brian's skull out of his head.
Oh, God.
Right? And he holds it up, and it looks like a baby skull. It's weird, right? They didn't really get the perspective, right? It's okay, though. And he's like, spontaneous human combustion. You see? Like, he's like devoted his life to this shit, and he's like, oh my God, I can't believe it's happened. I'm so excited. This is game day.
All right, it cuts to Trinidad Beach, California, present day. We open on Brad Dourif,
Oh, yeah.
and he's auditioning for a part in a play.
In a high school play.
Yeah. The stage version of Debbie Does Dallas.
Yeah.
So he's like saying lines like, take that cock, you whore.
Yeah, who's next?
So Brad Dourif and the girl, Lisa,
Right.
they're kind of walking away. And he's like, I guess I didn't get the part. And Lisa's something like, don't give up your day job. And people are calling him Sam.
His name is Sam.
Yeah.
Thought it was David.
Right?
They're wearing anti-nuclear arm patches.
They are. Some of the kids are actually wearing pro-nuclear arm patches.
Really?
Yeah. In Trinidad Beach, there's a new power plant that's about to go online in a couple of days, and the community is quite divided. Throughout the school, you see posters on the wall that says, fuck nuclear power! And then others that say, no, it's good, support it. It's nice. And all these kids, they're like wearing armbands.
Yeah.
Who does that?
The Nazis.
That's right. The Nazis and the Jews.
So we learned that Sam's a professor or a teacher.
I don't believe it.
I don't believe it either. I was like, Brad Dourif, what the hell are you doing here? He's robbing the cradle. He's obviously in a relationship with this Lisa, who looks far too young for him.
I thought she was a high schooler.
And I don't know if she's a school kid or not. She's like, are you going to let me take you out to lunch for your birthday? I'm dying to give you your present. I can't. I got to go to the, do battle with the ex-wife, As soon as we agree to sell the house, she leases it out. Fucking bitch. Jesus, Sam, are you going to call me that after I marry you and take you to the fucking cleaners? He's like, no way, you're special. You're way different, babe. So they're obviously in a relationship.
Yeah.
So he's not feeling good. He's taking some pills. She has given him some pills. And he's like, listen, babe, why don't you call me after school? And then we can have dinner for my birthday. And then we can do, that poop stuff you've been asking for.
I'm a scat man.
That's right. Lisa is into some shit. Yeah. So she's like, yeah. Sam leaves and he goes out to the parking lot. And he drives an old Studebaker Starlight. That's also those damn cars from the Fallout games. What's going on here? And there is some girl, going through his car. And someone has broken into his car, and he's like, boo, motherfucker. And the girl's like, who are you? Do you go to school here? What's going on? And she just runs off, and he sees that she left a big giant gift in his car. Mm-hmm. He opens it up and finds a pocket watch.
Oh.
Incidentally, he had a pocket watch.
Yeah.
So it cuts to this nice-ass restaurant. Sam goes in and meets his ex-wife, Rachel. She is a bitch. And she is sitting there with Dr. John Marsh.
Yeah.
Who is a son of a bitch.
This is the weirdest fucking lunch meat ever.
I know. It is some weird lunch meat. Sam does not like Dr. John Marsh at all.
Dr. Marsh is like, do you still get those temperatures and migraines?
Are you still getting your headaches? Now, fuck you. You're not my doctor anymore. What are you even doing here? Rachel's like, hey, John and I just bumped into each other. Oh, yeah. You used to bump into each other a lot when we were married, too. Yeah. So, yeah, damn. That's right. They have been doing it. And by that, I mean bumping uglies. And by that, I mean sex. And then Dr. Marsh is like, well, I wish I could stay, but I got a thing. Nah, it's fine. Hang out with her all you want. You know what? We've been divorced 2 years. It's fine. No, really, I gotta go. So he leaves, and Rachel's like, why do you hate him? Because you fucked him. But I don't hate him. He did me a favor. Oh, you're just as charming as ever. Well, I didn't invite him. Hey, what the fuck? You've already eaten. She's done. I thought we were having a lunch date. I'm sorry, I couldn't wait anymore, and John was hungry. But I'm on time! Rachel equals bitch.
Yeah.
Besides, grandfather's picking me up any minute. Oh, how is the old geezer? I miss him a lot. He misses you too, little orphan boy. If you were half as attracted to me as your grandfather was, things might have been... waiter, can we have the check, please? Don't talk to me about that, okay? I don't want to know. Anyway, how's your new girlfriend? What grade is she in? Tobe Hooper's like, I dated a high school student. Nothing wrong with it. Oh, Sam, also, did you hear about Amy Whitaker? She died last night. What? How's that possible? I talked with her yesterday evening. We had a huge fight about nuclear shit. We screamed, I cursed her, I went home wishing she'd just die, and now I feel like an asshole. Oh, grandfather's here. Why don't you come out and see him? So we get out to the car, and we meet old Granddaddy Lou.
He's got an oxygen tank and shit. Even he asked Sam, do you still get those headaches?
Yeah. He's like, you look really nice, Sam. Real sexy. This is Lou Olander.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the smoking man. So yeah, he's on oxygen, and he's, closet gay, open gay, who knows? He likes Sam, though, okay? Happy birthday, Sam. Oh, yes. And then Sam looks over at Rachel and he's like, thank you. Rachel's like, oh, yeah, happy birthday. I'm a cunt. Oh, listen. And on the news in the car, they're talking about Amy Whitaker and her death. Burned to death in an apparent victim of smoking in bed after cavorting with a sex doll. She had to be identified by dental records. She was also found by Rachel Olander. And Sam is like, what? Like, this ex-wife of his, like, she is, like, an unholy bitch, but they just injected, like, mystery into her character. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
All right, we gotta go. They drive off. And then one of the weirdest things happens, man. He's just, like, standing outside the restaurant, watching the car drive away. And this waiter walks out and goes, excuse me, your check? I hope you haven't forgotten about that. And I'm like, oh, yeah, okay. So he comes in.
It is the weirdest fucking thing.
It is. He sits down. He's like, okay, well then can I have the check and a glass of water, please? I have to take some pills. And the waiter says, walking the bill is a very serious offense, my friend. He's like, yeah, I get it. Thanks. Another waiter comes and brings him his check and water. And that waiter goes, you know, your check is over $50. That's a felony, pal.
Oh, my God.
You know, cops. And it's like, what the fuck is happening here?
Fucking seriously.
I hope you weren't expecting a tip. Don't forget the tip, pal. So it's like, fuck these guys, man.
Yeah.
No.
He's sitting there fuming at the table.
Right. He like takes his pill with his water and he's like sitting there tapping and then
His fucking crotch sparks up.
yeah. It like shoots a plume of flame out.
Yeah.
And then Brad Dourif, God bless him, he's just like, Gah! And some other guy is like, holy shit, did you guys see that? Sam just gets up and runs to the men's room, runs right by Tobe Hooper, and then he locks himself in the stall, and he checks out his dick, and it's all like shiny and red and bulbous. It's very sore. Don't touch it. It's burned. So now it cuts to the nurse's office in the school.
Nurse is checking him out. She's like, Dr. Simpson's here. I want him to have a look at this.
So Dr. Simpson's like, well, Sam, you got a slight fever, but, it should pass. Yeah, when I'm dead. What? I've always had a fever of about 100. Nurse Candy. You heard me right. And now, ladies and gentlemen, little Jimmy the intern will serenade us with his only impression of Mr. Christopher Walken.
I got a fever. Only prescription. More cowbell.
Dr. Sims, Sam, let me ask you, do you enjoy anal copulation? What? Why? Is that how you burned your penis? How the hell would anal have caused this? Well, some people have hot poop. I'm a scat man. Oh! I'm talking about hot poop.
All right, so Sam and the doc shake hands, and there's a weird static electricity going on there.
Yeah, it's like a big blue Hollywood electrical shock.
Yeah.
Happens between their hands.
All right, Sam's driving home in his red truck. Spontaneous combustion is being talked about on the radio.
Right, by like Dr. Psychic or whatever. It's like a radio show.
You're seeing the community he lives in, and it's like shots of pylons and all these fucking power lines going around, and
Right.
it just, and he pulls up to his house. It's just a weird neighborhood, and it just looks like a place that's controlled by the government.
It's also weird how casually they talk about it. Like it's super common.
It's absolutely convenient that it's on there, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, it happens, it happens.
Yeah, Tobe Hooper. Yes, in ancient times, it was called the fire from heaven. Anyway, let's talk about this shit. Caller? And then some caller's like, oh my God, my husband's a firefighter, and he found a body that burned, and he says it's spontaneous combustion, and I'm scared. He says only sex dolls made of plastic, they melt nearby. and nothing else. And there's like the third spontaneous combustion this year. I'm gonna shit. We're all gonna fucking burn.
Right.
And Sam's literally like, what the hell?
All right, he gets home. Louis Orlander calls him.
Rachel told me you burned your penis head. Is it serious?
He's like, I want to get you checked out.
Yeah, I'd like you to see John Marsh and let him take a look at it. John Marsh, what the fuck? No, I hate him, Lou.
He calls Lisa. He's like, call me back. I got to talk to you.
Yeah, I thought we were going to have dinner and poop games like you like. I've been holding it all day and I'm going to blow. I'm like sweating and everything. Call me.
So to distract himself, he lights a fire in the fireplace.
That's right.
Yeah, real quick. For a guy who's always hot, he's always wearing long sleeves, and he's now starting a fire. Like, I don't get it.
I know. So you think he's hot?
Yes.
He is. I think so too.
Those curls?
Yeah.
He lights the fire, and he's like fixated on it. And I don't know if he's getting the flashbacks, like he's seeing it, or
He is.
it's just showing us.
He gets visions of his parents.
Yeah.
Brian, Peggy, and Fallout Franny. There was Mermaid Minnie.
So it's like there's just weird shit going on, and then his dick catches fire again. So he goes straight over to Lisa's place. Ron, what's Lisa's place look like?
Oh, man. Okay. This movie, ladies and gentlemen, was made in 1990, okay? At like the height of the popularity of Spencer's Gifts in the mall.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay? The only place where you could go to buy a telephone with clear shell on it and a neon pink light inside of it.
Yeah.
Okay? Everything in her apartment is like this. It's all new age, and everything was bought at Spencer Gifts. Okay, she's like using her neon phone while she turns on her neon radio.
All right, so we learned that Dr. Simpson died.
Right.
He burned to death in the shower.
In the shower. While he was doing that thing, he's at the school, he goes and takes a shower, and he stands in there for hours until some boy catches him.
Oh, my God.
Only when he caught him, he was a piece of burnt chicken on the floor of the shower with the water running.
Sam's like, SHC. He's starting to suspect shit.
2 people have died that I knew.
Lisa's like, what happened to your dick?
I don't know. It burned. I'm calling Dr. Psychic.
Sam's snooping around. He finds a flower arrangement, and it's to Lisa from Louis Orlander.
Yeah. Thanks for the good time, Lisa.
Sam's like, what the fuck is this? Like, as far as we know, Lisa knows nobody in his life.
Yeah. How do you know Lou? Did you fuck him?
So she calls the radio psychic.
And then she makes Sam talk to him. Just hands him the phone. Well, I don't know what to say. Caller, are you there? I sense danger. Poop and fire. It smells awful. It's like, yeah, I saw visions of my parents.
And he's like, the birthmark on my dick is growing.
It's twice the size. Just the birthmark.
All right, so he gets like frustrated and hangs up.
He drops the phone because the birthmark is like sizzling. And Lisa's like, what the hell? Sam is like burning and smoking now. He's like puffing smoke out of his dick. And there's a new caller on the line who's like, yes, my name is Dr. Mueller. And I knew the caller's parents, Brian and Peggy. And I need to speak with him. His life is in danger. And then Sam tries to call back. Okay? But the show is ending. And he gets like one of the techs on the phone. And it is played by John Landis, the piece of shit.
He won't connect the call. Sam's like, listen, you idiots.
Yeah. And then John Landis just like, explodes fire and poop out of his mouth. And he's like burning and fucking dying.
Yeah.
And the guy, Dr. Psychic, he's like in the other booth and he can't hear anything. Can't hear it happening. And he like picks up his lunchbox and leaves.
God, help me! I don't want to die! Oh, stop, drop, and roll!
So Sam, being so upset with this guy over the phone, made him burst into flames.
Uh,
Good one, guys. Oh. Woof. My God.
so Sam's arm, like, catches fire. Spitting like a fucking firework.
Yeah, it totally looked like a Roman candle coming out of his arm.
That's exactly how it looked like.
Yeah, like before it like plumed out, his arm like swelled up, and all this like black hot diarrhea shit starts breaking through, and then it's like a geyser, a pillar of fire and shit, just like coming out of his fucking arm. Yeah. Right? Like that.
They even try to put it in the bath,
Yeah.
and it doesn't go out.
She's like, it's making it worse. It's like the water is fuel. Like a phosphorus fire, right? Like that's how fucking hot this shit is. And he's like, gah! You know, when you write the word pussy.
Imagine being a nurse, okay? That is a common issue.
There is a pussy blister rising up. Pussy blister. So yeah, the water's not putting it out. This is this geyser of fire and diarrhea, or firea. That's right.
Bismol.
That's right. Firea.
When your ass is really tight, like it's about to ignite, firea. Fucked it up. Firea.
Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, firea. Anyway, fucking shit won't go out in the tub, and it's just like, and she's like, oh my God! He's like, I know, I held it too long. They are freaking the hell out, okay? And Brad Dourif looks great when he's all sweaty and upset.
Yeah.
She's like, we're going to the hospital. So they're driving in his car. Okay, she's driving, and he's like, oh my God, my whole life I've been alone, and I really have been alone, and it's just this whole time with all of this poop stuff, I'm like, there's only one person I wanted to be close to. And she's like, oh. And there was like a serious condition happening with him. And he's like, I love you. I'm just so scared. And then all of this fire and shit just like bursts out of his crotch. And it like splashes all over the fucking windshield. And she's like, what the fuck is happening? And he's like, I don't know.
This usually doesn't happen to me.
Well, Lisa's like, my parents burned too.
Yeah. And he's like, what?
He's like, my parents drowned. Why would you say that?
I don't know. I think I heard it somewhere. From who? Lou.
Yeah.
Lou who?
She tells him she's known Lou all her life. Lou Orlander set the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they would meet. Got them their jobs at the school.
Yeah. You still think of Lisa as like an imposter, though, at this point.
Yeah.
She's one of them.
She's like, I'm sorry I didn't tell you. He said not to.
She's one of them, and his crotch flares up even more.
Yeah. He's like, ah!
They get to the hospital.
And they're wheeling him through the waiting room, the ER, and there is just this huge penile geyser of heaven's fire erupting from his penis. And everybody's like, holy shit, it stinks. And Lisa's like, I know, I kind of like it.
I'm a scat man!
Do it again, Jimmy.
Everybody is screaming, and the doctor on duty is Dr. Marsh. How about that? There's nobody else I would trust. If I had fire and shit squirting out of my penis than the man who used to fuck my ex-wife. I'm like, hey, buddy. I'm glad you're here. Would you take a look at this for me?
Yeah.
It stinks.
You still have those migraines?
He gets him in a room and starts like testing him for radiation. He's got that little wand. It's like,
Yeah, the Geiger counter. They're like, what's going on? Nothing?
yeah, he's like, it's nothing, Sam.
Yeah. Okay, Sam, let's see here. There's poop and fire from the penis. All right, well, let's take a look. Whoa! Hey, page Dr. Cagney. I'm going to need him to get a look at this shit.
Yeah.
You got to see this, man. And he wheels Sam into another office, and then he puts on big mad scientist gloves and goggles. He's like, there's nothing to worry about. Hang on. So, okay, Sam, here, tell me, do you like anal? What? How about pills? I hear you're taking some pills. You got them with you? Yeah. Well, let me see them. All right. Thanks. I'll be back. So they watch him. He leaves and he goes into an office, and they can see in some like security mirror that he like goes and sits down at a desk, pulls out a big red confidential file that says Sam.
Yeah.
And he makes a phone call and he's like, no. He's pluming flame and poo. No. Yes. No, from the penis. Yes, poop. It's time we ended this project. And then he just hangs up. And then in walks Dr. Cagney, and he's like, all right, he's going to take care of you now. Lisa, you're coming with me.
Dr. Cagney like unzips.
Yeah. Like, all right, are you ready? He goes into another room real quick, and he prepares a giant glowing green syringe of death for Sam.
Yeah.
Yep.
The paranoia has never been higher.
That's right.
In the movie.
Sam's like, what's that? So we cut to Dr. Marsh and Lisa, like out in the waiting room. He's like, so, Lisa, I like to have sex with all of Sam's ladies' friends. It helps me to feel closer to him, actually. Would you care to join me? And she's like, no.
He starts like gaslighting her.
Yeah, he's like, but you're really going to mess up my thing I've got going.
Like, just saying no, he's like, you're talking crazy.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about. Sam sees the radio producer on TV in the doctor's office, the guy that he set on fire. And Brad Dourif is just sweaty and pale. His perfect look.
Yeah.
And all the while, Cagney is doing this, like, fucking weird green liquid. Sam sneaks into that office and starts snooping through that big red file. He sees a picture of his mom.
Yeah.
It's like fucking, it's so bitter.
And Fallout Franny. Marsh is still talking to Lisa, too, and he's like, so how about you, Lisa? Are you still having headaches? She's like, what the fuck? Man, who are you? You know,
Yeah.
who the hell are you? How do you know about any of this? Just, from a friend. Who? Lou Olander. Okay, I took over my father's research project, Samson. Okay? So there's absolutely no reason whatsoever for any kind of a, emotional crescendo. All right? I mean, you are just a little bit hysterical, aren't you? And she's like, I didn't think so. He's like, calm down. Listen, I know Lou brought you here to make scat porn with Sam. And I gotta tell you, it was quite nasty at first, but now, I kind of can't live without it.
I'm a scat man.
Oh, yeah.
Cagney walks in with a raging erection, and he says, I have to give you an injection, my friend.
One of hot beef.
You must inject it into the buttocks.
All right, they fight. Fucking tables getting flipped over.
Yeah.
Shit's breaking.
Fight!
And it's like Dr. Cagney turns into the bully he used to be in high school.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we should have flushed you when we had the chance.
You're a freak.
Yeah.
Fucking seriously. Fucker's like a scientist.
I know.
And then SHC happens. Ron, take it away.
Well, Sam gets the upper hand, and he's on top of Cagney. Okay, and he's got this green syringe. It's glowing green.
Pure liquefied radiation.
And he's like, tell me what's going on. Gah! And then his crotch just shoots flaming shit down into Dr. Cagney. And he's like, ah! And he goes up in flames. Fucking dead.
That's how I want to go.
Diarrhea napalm.
Woof.
Woof.
Doctors using witchcraft only to get the fire off me!
Lisa's like, what the fuck's taking so long? Mars says, don't worry, it'll all be over shortly. Like as if to say, we're killing him back there. She just runs. They find Cagney, okay? He's burnt, he's bent over, his pants are pulled down.
Yeah.
This didn't happen while we were watching them fight, so Sam did something before he left. And Sam is gone. He's gone to visit the German doctor lady that the radio psychic put him in contact with.
Nina, right?
Nina, that's right. He's talking to her, he's telling her his story, and she explains all about, shooting penile flames. And she explains that it's all in the hips.
Gyrate your body.
All right, he is a fan.
Yeah. She says they changed his name from David to Sam.
That's right.
And the shelter was never supposed to protect Brian and Peggy from radiation.
That's right. He's like, what? What the fuck? Oh, don't worry about that. I have something else to show you. She goes and pulls out this giant trunk. She's like, this was your father's trunk. It is for you. He opens it up. Fallout Franny! The original.
Yeah.
So she's all nasty and burned up and scary looking, okay? Like her jaw has been like broken open like too wide. He's like, look at this doll. Oh my God. He like plugs her in and she still works.
Yeah.
Okay? And she's like, say, Flyboy, put that thing away. Please don't hurt me.
Ow. 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 Louis Orlander did it all. The man who's raised me since I was 12 years old. Anyways, Sam leaves. Nina's by herself. There's like a knock at the door.
Yeah.
She answers it, and this man in black just gasses her.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh! She just falls down to the ground.
Yeah.
And the man in black pulls off his mask, and it's old John Marsh.
Oh.
That's right. He's getting his hands dirty. She's dying, and he gets down into her face. He says the coolest line in the movie at this point. He just looks at her and he's like, all right, just close your eyes, okay? And 1,000 years will go by just like that. And then she just dies. And it's like, wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Woof. Sam leaves. He's hysterical in his car. And he's like, my whole life they've been controlling me. Do they think that I don't know I have a mission? Oh, yes, I do. I will use my gift. And it's like,
Wow.
yeah, hello, Sam. Okay. The movie has just begun.
I thought it was cool how in the radio in the background they're talking about Samson from the Bible and how he was betrayed.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
That's what's spurring him on to talk to himself in the car, right?
And it's just matching up perfectly with the radio and what he's saying.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's beautiful.
He goes to a payphone, and this is like my favorite scene in the movie, where he's talking to Lisa. He calls her.
She picks up on a blue phone.
Yeah. Well,
She's got two.
it might be the same phone, but with
Technicolor phones.
with a color-changing option, maybe. She's like, Sam, the doctor says there's a vaccine, but all you got to do is stay away from open flames, okay? You know, any kind of fire, like get out of your car, okay? Stay away from it. Don't worry, Dr. Marsh says he can help. And he's like, no! John Marsh is a fucking killer, Lisa! And he's after you, okay? He had files and everything. Don't let him inject you in the butt. Oh, God. Oh, God. If you're in on my kill, then fuck you! If you are, then you'd better run for your life! And it's like, yes.
Yeah. But then he's like, what was in those pills you gave me? Like, maybe should ask that question before saying, fuck you.
Yeah, he's like, did you start this fire in me? What was in those pills? No, Sam, I love you. You're my scat man. What's your part in this? I don't know. No, the pills. He just said to give them to you, that you wouldn't take them by yourself. Who? Lou. No, Lisa! You're tearing me apart! He's losing it. He's like, ugh. And then quietly to himself, he's like, oh no, pain. Pain, go away. Come again some other day. And then, whoom! His eye erupts in fire and poop. Oh, and it's just out on the window of the phone booth. Oh. It's like slowly leaking down.
Then the cops pull up. License and registration, please. And Sam's like,
You sure you want it?
and then the cop's like, yeah.
Do you like fire? No, I don't. How about scat? I mean, kinda. Have some! Boom! And he kills the cop with fire. And then, now he can project his gift at people.
Yeah, it's like 2 or 3 cops.
Yeah, he just shoots his load all over him. He's like, burn, goddamn you. And he's like driving away. He's like, sorry about the fire.
And when he's driving away, he gets shot in the shoulder by one of the cops, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then he sets that one on fire.
He's so upset at that point, he erupts out of his face. It is so damn cool.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, what is his face going to look like? You don't see it for a little while. And then we see Lisa, and she calls Louis Olander, the old man.
Lou, it's Sam. The SHC is spreading.
At this point, I'm confused about his power. Does he is it contagious, or is it at will, or is he accidentally doing it to people that he killed earlier?
He began accidentally doing it, and this is a good time to bring up, how did his parents catch fire? Do we think the baby did it because he was so upset? Because that's when people are dying, is when Sam is upset.
That's
Even
true.
the first lady, he was like, yeah, we had a fight. I was really mad, and then she died after I left.
Right.
Yeah, he did it. Getting separated from his mom. Start crying.
That's what one would think. But in a couple of scenes, that gets kind of debunked, and it's very confusing.
Well,
So get ready for that. So Lou, talking to Lisa, he's like, okay, is he taking his pills? She's like, yeah. And you too? Well, no, I don't have any migraines. Oh, shit, no. Okay, you got to take them too. All right, go see Dr. Marsh. He'll help you out.
Oh, no.
And then he just hangs up, okay? Sam pulls up to Lou's mansion.
Yeah.
All right?
This is great.
Yeah, I love this scene.
There's a guard.
Yeah, this friendly old man. He's Lou's guard. Okay. It has been for 500 years.
To get in the front gate.
Right. Hi, Sam. Come on in. Lou, Mr. Orlander, he told me to expect you. He's waiting for you. And Sam is in the car, but his head is in the shadows. You don't see, because remember, he just blew shit out of his face. Okay. And he's like, oh, really? So late? Yeah. Hey, happy birthday, Sam. Hold on. I've got something for you. Hang on. Stay right there. Oh, nice old Mr. Fitzpatrick. Finally, somebody is showing Sam some kindness.
Oh.
Some honest kindness, right? And then nice old Mr. Fitzpatrick pulls out his gun.
Oh, God.
And he's like, stick 'em up, cocksucker. Get out of the car. Put your hands up. And Sam gets out of the car and he's like, fucking Chucky laugh. And he's like, only one of my arms works, so you might have to come over and put the other one up yourself. Come on, put him up. And then the guard cocks the gun. And Brad Dourif just goes, don't fuck up now. And then boom! The guard shoots him through the hand.
Jeez.
On accident? I thought you were my friend, Mr. Fitzpatrick. Oh, God, Sam, I'm so sorry. Why don't we hug it out? And then Sam's like, no, stay away. And Mr. Fitzpatrick blows up.
Oh my God, we're burning alive!
Now we finally see Sam's face, and he's got this burned, poopy mouth. And he's like, he limps into Lou's mansion, and on the inside, oh my God, it's the Beetlejuice house. Right?
Yeah.
Or we're in hell with Bill and Ted, one of the two. And he's like, hello? And he is smoking and sizzling.
There's black lights everywhere.
Yeah. He just goes and sits down, and then up wheels Lou in his electric wheelchair. He's got bags of piss hanging off. He's like, hey, buddy. Where's Rachel? My ex-wife. Oh, she's out for the night. Hey, you don't look so good, Sam. Hasn't Lisa been scatting with you? Lou, you killed my parents. No, I didn't. They knew what they signed up for. That vaccine we were working on, it was awesome. It worked. Yeah, for 9 months. Well, yeah, 9 months. How long do you think the first heart transplant patients lived? Days. But they were sick. My parents were young and healthy. And look at me. Look what you've done to me. You're awfully ungrateful, young man. And he's like smoking and leaking green firea like out of his arms. You're a lucky man, Sam. I've watched over you like you were mine. I've given you everything. You should thank me. You shouldn't even have been born, but I paid Brian to screw Peggy the whole time underground. Okay? It was you I was after. Everybody thought it was a mistake. You're what I wanted, okay? And you didn't let me down, my boy. I'm so proud of you. I'm your real daddy, okay? You're my superpowered little boy. You and Lisa, you guys gave me those pills. You fucked me up. She's like you, Sam. Okay? She was conceived during the last above ground test in 1965. I had hoped you two would make a baby. Learn to control this thing and use it. And right then, watching this movie, you're like, oh my God, he's Professor X.
Yeah.
Trying to make his superpowered mutants living in his mansion in his wheelchair. I'm sorry, Sam. I got tired of waiting for something to happen, man. I had to give it the pills. 34 years, come on. I mean, I had no idea it'd be this extraordinary. You're a super weapon. You're America's atomic man. Do you like that name? You can come up with your own, if you want. And Sam's like, I'll think about it. And then his dad's watch chimes midnight. He's like, time to go online. Just the new power plant and me. A whole nuclear meltdown. I can almost see the core. And then he starts glowing and smoking and shaking. And he looks up and the chandelier's like, psh, 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 overloading with power. And he's like, psh, and then his whole body just erupts in flame. And there's flaming, stinking goo everywhere.
It's fucking freaky.
It is, man. And then, yep, some flaming poop shoots out and hits Lou. He's like, ah!
And it appears time just finally ran out for the old cocksucker.
It cuts away to Lisa's place. She's packing her shit. She's gonna leave. We see this giant fucking spark going across the pylons outside and hits right at her apartment.
Yeah.
And it's is it Sam? What's going on here? And then Dr. Marsh appears behind her. Fucking injects that bitch with the green goo.
Yeah, he's like, silly bitch.
Yeah, right through her hand.
You're just another loose end your atomic father left for me to tie up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And she explodes that motherfucker.
Yeah, it was the green goo that he injected her. Some of it got on him and he caught on fire. And the power's all going crazy. Everything's exploding around her. And then she gets a firea plume out of her arm.
Oh.
Marsh is all burned and still comes after her.
Right.
Fucking Rachel shows up. She's like, where's Dr. Marsh? Why are you fucking alive? Lisa's hand lights up. Rachel extinguishes it.
Yeah, with a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Oh.
But Lisa's like, you're making it worse. Rachel's like, I know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
She's an evil bitch. But Sam shows up.
Yeah. And he's like a smoking turd.
Yeah, he's all deformed.
on legs. He gets up into Rachel's face and he's like, stop it. And he's just, blue electricity this time. No flaming poo. All right. It just zaps Rachel's face and then she goes down. He's like a giant burnt bologna sculpture. He turns to Lisa and he's like, Lisa, let me help. Lisa's like shooting fire out of her arms and shit. Let me help. I can take your fire. She's like, hell no. She runs outside, okay? And he follows her, and then it starts to rain.
Oh.
Which, like, fuels the flames shooting out of her, and Sam, like, it starts hurting him. And then he just melts into, like, this pool of pure energy on the ground. And it's just like a big, bright circle.
Yeah.
Okay, on the ground. Lisa is screaming. She's crying. She watches this, and then her arms just like, they start erupting again, and then her whole body is just on fire. Okay, it's just pure pain. And then a big energy hand just reaches out of the puddle and grabs the fire off of her. She is immediately extinguished, and the hand goes back into the pool.
Oh.
Yeah, and she's like, smoking and fine. She looks down at her arms and her wounds, they're all healed, okay? And then the pool just fades.
I guess everything's going to be okay.
Yes. But we know Sam's not gone. He's merely transcended human existence into another form beyond our own, one we can only hope to understand in further adventures. This is only the beginning, the birth of the world's first superpowered being, the birth of... Scatman! And the credits roll, baby.
Woo! Nice.
It was a superhero origin story.
Good job, guys.
You too.
Yeah. Honestly, the credits just roll out of fucking nowhere.
I know.
It's the strangest movie.
Right?
Yeah.
It is not a great movie.
Not much plot. It's kind of like an M. Night movie.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, remember Sixth Sense? You find out about Bruce Willis and stuff, but the real story is like the kid finds out he can help ghosts and solve mysteries. And it's like, now the story begins.
Yeah.
So how's this movie significant to you? Did you see it when you were younger?
Oh, yeah. You did too. You just don't remember it.
I don't remember it at all.
I know. It's always been in my mind.
Oh.
And now it's in yours.
Oh my God, we're burning alive!
Good job, Jimmy. Next time, don't talk so much.
I'll try not to.
There is no comfort.
All right, folks. Hope you had a good time. If you're using iTunes or Apple Podcasts, we'd love it if you'd leave us a rating and review. We're on all your other favorite podcast apps and movieswithron.com. We got a Facebook page. There's Twitter, @movieswithron. So check us out. It's been fun.
Yep, we love you.
See you guys.
Bye-bye now.
Movies with Ron.
Know what?
The disclaimer perfectly.
Just said it to you. Say it again.
This show contains spoilers and adult language. Say that.
The show contains adult language.
Take 47.
Oh my God.
Oh.
You got one of my spiders. Those are all over my house.
Those are wolf spiders.
Did you say burn the house down? Because I think I heard burn the house down.
Hey, Rick, you got a
You got a
job.
fly swatter?
Nope.
Where's your
Yeah.
salt gun?
I don't have one. That's what you get me for my birthday. There might be spider spray in the closet.
It's rage.
He's
serum.
down. He's down. You got to go get the spray. He's like on the move.
Kenny.
Oh my God.
If you inject it with that weird green serum, I'm sure you'll be Spider-Man.
Chris, where?
In that closet. Shake it.
Candy,
Let's hit it with some lotion.
He's a Spider-Man.
Where did he go?
Hang on.
Check under the...
See, we take off a new
Okay, I found him.
Hey. You want this?
Spray that shit.
Back up.
Give me some sort of swatting.
And we also opened the front door just in case.
What the fuck is this?
What? This is like Lysol. It's supposed to be a shooting jet.
No.
You don't have a fly swatter?
It's hanging up by the fridge, Candy.
See, it'll never hit him.
I got this.
Now he's behind the black shit.
I got this.
I don't like
That's
this
not gonna do
deleted.
anything.
This is the worst deleted scene from Eight-Legged Freaks.
It's making like movie jokes.
No, just stop. I've got this. Oh my god!
And in that moment, she was angry.
Just start hitting. Ew, I think I heard it. Did he pop?
I think this is when I leave the podcast.
This is not normal, Jimmy.
It's okay, it went into Jimmy's bag.
No fucking way.
I'm farting like this whole time.
Nervous farting.
Hey, keep an eye down here for me.
I got you.
You smell the fart?
Is he behind the black one over there?
Is he behind curtain too?
Will you stop? Just give me a second.
Calm down.
I can't handle this.
I found him. All right. Stop. Stop. Hold that.
Ooh.
Hold it.
He is a wolf spider.
Uh,
He's really crafty.
I want something square. Like this.
The book.
Not big
Keep
enough.
moving.
Smack him. Here, smack him.
Oh my god, Mom, calm down. I got a goddamn plan.
Fuck yeah, man. Smear it.
He's dead.